The difference between the wealthy and everyone else isn't income, it's control. They control when to recognize income, where to realize gains, and how to exit tax-free. It's not luck, it's structure, because structure is freedom. Most business owners live in a tax trap they don't even see. They make money, it flows directly to their personal return, and it gets taxed before they ever get to use it. Every dollar passes through their hands once, and the IRS takes a cut every time. That's not freedom, that's dependency on a system designed to collect before you can compound. And the irony? The more successful they become, the tighter the trap gets. More income, more exposure, less flexibility. That's what happens when your business has no structure. You're creating value, but you don't control it. The wealthy think differently. They don't see entities as paperwork. They see them as levers. Each entity has a job. One holds assets, one manages operations, one invests capital. Each layer creates distance, and with it, flexibility. When income flows through a structured system instead of directly to a person, it becomes movable. You can decide when to take it, how to characterize it, and where it's taxed. That's why your entity map is really your freedom map. It determines how much of your money stays under your control and how much gets surrendered. We worked with a client who owned a highly profitable S-Corp. All their income flowed to their personal return, taxed at the highest bracket. There was no mechanism to defer, redirect, or reinvest efficiently. So we added a management company, a C corporation, that contracted with the operating business under a management services agreement. That single addition allowed us to shift a portion of their profit into a tax-advantaged structure. Inside that C corp, we created what we call a relief valve, a way to extract retained earnings without triggering dividend tax. That move created personal liquidity, completely tax efficient. And that liquidity didn't just sit idle, it became capital for what we call the business beyond the business. That's the portfolio we build for every client, where tax-advantaged liquidity is reinvested into opportunities that create new deductions, new income, and long-term growth outside the core business. It's the bridge from active income to passive wealth, from tax reduction to wealth creation. And the result? They lowered their tax exposure, gained control of their cash flow, and began building an entirely separate engine of wealth, one designed to support them when their business no longer does. That's freedom. Not financial luck, structural design. Freedom isn't about never paying tax. It's about being in control of when and how you pay it. Structure doesn't just reduce taxes, it creates freedom, the ability to move capital, design timing, and build wealth on your terms. When your structure gives you that level of control, you're not trapped by taxes anymore. You're free to build what comes next. That's the freedom structure creates.